Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pageant Philippines live sessions. We are simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. And guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well for more pageant updates. All right. We are also on Instagram, TikTok. So please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guest for tonight, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right. So this episode is being brought to us once again by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, I believe that you are all excited to meet our guest. So, without further ado, our guest is basically a someone coming from Albay. So, um, he is a Mistress of Filipinas 2021 candidate. Okay, hailing from Albay. All right, so he is a 26-year-old and a civil engineering student. Well, he is no longer new in pageantry because he was Lakan ng Pinangat 2016 first runner-up, Ginoong Naga City, Bicolandia in 2017, and at the same time, Ginoong Tabak in 2018. So guys, oh well, before I forget, he is also a young entrepreneur. Now guys, please do help me to welcome our guest with a virtual applause. He is the Alpe's pride, Anthony Alpe. Yes, hello, good evening, Anthony. How are you doing?
Hi, sir. Good evening. I'm doing fine. I am so excited to be here. Hello to
Well,
our viewers for tonight.
we are also very much grateful and honored to have you tonight here with Pageant Mag Philippines, or here on Pageant Mag Philippines live sessions. I believe that you have a lot of supporters that have been waiting for you to to have you here with us. So, kumusta naman ang preparations para sa Misters of Filipinas 2021?
Well, sir, given the situation that we're currently right now, it's so hard to prepared, especially going to gym.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing now is just a home workout.
Mm-hmm.
100 push-up a day, and I sacrifice eating the food I like just to maintain to have a good body physique. And of course, I prepare so much for the possible question and answer portion for me to make sure that I am ready and equipped to be the next Misters of Filipinas winners.
Exactly one of yeah, exactly what that's one of the you know one of the biggest factors that you really have to prepare a lot, diba?
Yes,
Mhm.
definitely,
Hello
sir.
to Norman Despi. Thank you so much for watching once again. And once again, guys, if you have any questions for our guest, for Anthony, yeah, please don't hesitate to drop them down below. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in once again. Hello to Hazel Agna Bolante, Harvey Blue, and of course, Jan Ezekiel Laura. Oh, Jan Ezekiel Laura wants to know your age and height. I think I've mentioned that he is 26 years old a while back. And your height?
Is 5'8".
He is 5'8". And hello, Norman Despi. Sige, Norman Despi, mag-guest ka rito. Just let me know. There you go. Anthony, I believe that the information that we just mentioned a while back during the introduction is not yet enough for us to get to know you well. Can you just tell us more about yourself, something interesting that we have not mentioned?
All right. Okay, I'm Anthony Dizon Alpe, 26 years old, and a
Mm-hmm.
former public servant, skate chairperson in our barangay.
Mm,
Yes,
mm-hmm.
and one of my main project in our barangay is outreach program, tree
Mm-hmm.
planting activity, and educational assistance for my uh, to our constituents, especially to the youth. You know, education is very important,
Mm-hmm.
and I won several pageants in our region in Bicolandia.
Mm-hmm.
That is the three biggest regional pageant that you have mentioned a while
Mm-hmm.
ago. But there are more titles I
Mm-hmm.
would in there, but
Mm-hmm.
I just leave it there.
Di ba? So veterano sa pageantry.
I think I've been in the pageant industry for more than 6 years, and I am
Mhm.
very much passionate about it. And I really wanted to represent our province in a national competition, and hopefully, I will be able to represent our country in international stage and give honor and pride to our beloved country.
Absolutely, that will definitely will happen. All right. So, Anthony, one interesting that I've learned from your bio is that you are a second year student up to this day. Well, in fact, you
Um,
are already 26 years old. So, can you tell us
yes.
more about this? What happened? What happened
Okay.
about the delay?
Okay. There are a lot of problems that I am, you know,
Mhm,
facing, especially financially. So,
mhm,
before I am studying civil engineering at the University of Nueva Ecija, but I need to
mhm,
stop due to financial problem. Our
mhm,
house was being ruined by super typhoon, so I need to use my savings in order for me to help my family to rebuild our homes. Yeah,
mhm,
that's why now I am doing my business, a small business, and I am an
mhm,
online seller, owner of A&H Apparel, and I need to save money in order for me to go
mhm,
back and finish my studies. Education is very important.
mhm.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is why,
that's right. Mhm,
and it is hard for me to see my batchmate already finish their degree. So
mhm,
I really need to work hard on that
mhm,
for me to be able to achieve all my dreams and aspirations in life. Education is a priceless possession that cannot be
mhm.
taken away from us. So we really have to value this and never stop educating ourselves.
Absolutely. But you know what, Anthony, you mentioned as well that you were a skate chairman,
Yes.
right?
Uh,
Back then, and when you are elected as skate chairman, I think you have scholarships or you have grants for your
um,
studies, right?
according to the Republic Act 10472, which is the Scale Reform Act 2015,
Mm-hmm.
all of the skate chairperson are able to have a free tuition fees to all state university, but I'm studying in a private
Oh,
school.
in
So
private school. Okay.
yes,
So
wasn't able to
it's only, yeah,
avail that.
it's only honored to the
Yes,
it's only honored in state universities nationwide.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just so sorry that I need to resign to that position because I
Mm-hmm.
was diagnosed with health condition. So I need to move here in Manila to take care myself to undergo medication in order for me to become
Oh.
yes,
So how
become
long
healthy.
have you been how long did you become a SK chairman?
It took me only 2 months, but in that 2 months, I did a lot of projects in our barangay. You know, before I took the oath to the office. I
Mm-hmm.
encouraged the youth to participate to the Brigada Escuela in order for them to encourage them to help the community to rebuild our community.
Yeah. One thing that I would like to ask about as being scare chairman is that when you are elected as scare chairman as well, is that you are going to somehow get an eligibility, right?
Yes, you are going to have an eligibility right after you finish your term. But
Oh,
if
I
you don't
see.
finish, yes, that is stated in the law. So
Mhm.
I
So
don't
that
have the
means so that
yes,
means you do not have any the eligibility right now.
yes, sir.
I see. There you go. So, how sad to hear about that, no?
You know,
But
I
of
really want,
course, mhm,
no, I really want to serve the public, but I think
mhm,
my condition doesn't allow me to do it. But
to do
I
so.
can still,
Mhm,
yeah, but I can still do, I can still to do that. You know, I'm on as an online seller.
mhm,
Bicolandia was hit by Super Typhoon Ulysses last year. I
mhm,
used my own money to help our community by doing an outreach program to help our community,
mhm.
especially the children who has been affected by Super Typhoon.
Yes, you can always be a servant or a public
Yes, you can always
servant,
be a public
regardless of
servant in your heart. Yes.
regardless of whatever status or position
No,
that you
even
have.
no
Yeah,
position you have
that's
in
right.
the government.
Mhm. Exactly. So there you go. It's very inspiring, guys. All
Thank you.
right. So, what else? What else do you want to know about him? Oh, Norman Despi, we will definitely ask your question later to Anthony. Okay. So by now we really want to get to know more about him. All right. So, Anthony, we actually have a very simple game in here to get to know you more, which we call "Have You Ever Had?" And yeah, this is just a modified game basically that's being very trending or became viral in YouTube, which is what we call "Never Had I Ever." So, are you ready for this?
I think so. Let's do it.
You think so, seemingly that you are not prepared. Joke. Yeah, so let's start then. All right. So just give me a second here. Let me just pull it up on my end. All right. Here we go. First off, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
You
Mm-hmm.
know what? It reminds me something that's very funny. When I was still in high school, you know, I came only to a poor family and I don't have a shoes. So we
Mm-hmm.
have a project during that time. So I need to perform on stage. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any pair of shoes that I can use. So I borrowed to a friend and it's oversized. And you know what? It fits to my outfit because I'm going to rap on stage. So
Mm-hmm.
it definitely fits to the things that I'm going to do on stage.
So hindi masyadong halata. It wasn't too
Yes, sir.
obvious that it was it wasn't too obvious, 'di ba? Nice experience.
Yeah.
Have you ever had sneaked out from home?
Okay, sneak out and home
Mhm.
most of the time during my childhood days because my mother is so strict. We need to
Mhm.
sleep in the afternoon. But
Mhm.
you know, I kind of naughty one, so I jump on the door in order for me to play outside in our home.
'Di ba, ayaw ng mga bata matulog sa
Yes,
hapon, 'di ba?
our parents
Em
always
mhm,
always wanted us to sleep in the afternoon for us to go
mhm,
faster. But I
mhm.
kind of bit naughty, so I really want to play.
Yeah, that's basically
The
what they
thing
used to
happened.
say. That's basically what they used to say, that you have to sleep in the afternoon so that you will grow up
Go faster.
quicker, yeah, faster, and
It
'di
reminds me
ba?
of my son's day. It's so
That's
so proud.
so it's bringing back you to your childhood, basically. Have you ever had wished to be a girl?
Um, I don't wish to
Remember?
become a girl, but my mother always wanted me to become a girl, and like, because she wanted to have a daughters. We, we only have I only have one brother, so we're both boys, and
Only
my
two
mother
of you. Mm-hmm.
my mother
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to have a daughter. So what she did is that she dressed me like a girl, and I will not be shy telling you this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I was in elementary days, I
Mm-hmm.
have a long hair.
Mm-mm. Well,
I have a long hair.
maraming ganyan. Maraming ganyan kahit nga yung pinsan ko, 'di ba? They had their child long hair. Tapos until such time perhaps siguro he was 6 or 7 when they only cut the hair, and
And
the kid enjoyed it. Mm-hmm.
there's a deep reason why I have that long hair. I need
Mm-hmm.
to donate that to Inulit. This
Oh,
yes. So I need to donate
oh.
that because during my childhood days I was a bit always sick that time. So
Mm,
you need to devote my hair to the saint, the one who is
I
being
see.
pro- um I don't know how to call that one, but it is the one who is being procession during Holy Week.
Okay.
Yes.
Anong santo?
We call it inulid eh.
Inulid? Is it a black
Santo,
Nazarene?
something like that. Santo
Mhm.
Entierro. I
Oh
think that's the
yeah, the
right word.
ano,
Right word.
the dead Jesus,
Yes, sir.
'di ba? Si the dead Jesus talaga. Gano'n. So parang may mga gano'n din pala kayong mga
Yes, because
paniniwala.
because I was about to be drowned in the river when I
Mm.
was in 2 years old, I guess. But
Mhm.
it's a miracle to happen that I floated.
Oh, 'di
Imagine
ba?
I'm so it is a big
Mm.
miracle. So my mother devoted my hair to donate it to Santo Entierro.
Oo, 'yan. Yeah. Nakakatuwa naman. 'Di ba? So may nalaman tayong mga ano, may mga revelations tayong ganyan. So, have you ever had a crush on your instructor, well, while in college right now, or professor, or on your teacher back in high school?
I never experienced something like that, but I
Mhm,
do admire one of my professor in my college and my
mhm,
university because she is so admirable. She's so
mhm,
talented,
mhm,
knowledgeable about the things she's going to. I think she's perfect. And imagine
mhm,
she's teaching trigonometry, and I was amazed on how he teach us. And every time she enter our room was just like she's so beautiful, but you know
tulala.
what? Yes, she's so beautiful, but she's on her 40th age, but
40th, oo. Mhm,
she look more younger than that.
mhm. See? Oops, Maki, yeah, we will definitely ask your questions in a bit. Um, we just have to finish our game for the meantime, and we will definitely get back to you guys. All right. So, have you ever had worn any of your brother's clothes?
I think always.
Who is elder?
My brother, and the youngest one. I think I
Ah,
always
sige.
borrow his clothes, and
Kaya pala yun yung ginagawa ni Mami. Mm.
to the point that he gets mad at me. Well, I
Mm.
can't blame him. I know
Who
that's a
is
brother
taller
thing.
anyway? Who is taller?
I'm the one who's taller.
Oh, kaya. Ayun. Alright. And that's basically happening to siblings, diba?
Yes.
Mhm. Excuse me. Excuse me, nasinok ako. Now,
Maybe
have
someone's
you,
remembered later.
hopefully.
Do you want me to give a number or a letter?
Oh, sure, give me a number. 1,000. Alright.
The square, the square root of 96.
What is
I'm
that?
just kidding. I'm just
I'm not
kidding.
good at mathematics. All right. Have you ever had sold any of your pre-loved items?
As an online seller, of course, I always do that. No, there's a lot of branded clothes that I am wearing, and at the
Mm-hmm.
same time I'm selling. Because I
Mm-hmm.
want to share it. No,
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for a smaller price, so I experienced wearing it. So I wanted
Mm-hmm.
other people to experience to wear this kind of branded clothes, though
Mm-hmm.
it's from Ukay Ukay, because one of my business is Ukay Ukay.
Yeah.
So I was able to check it first if it's branded. So
Mm-hmm.
I will be the one who is going to wear it before I sold it, before I sell it.
Diba? At least, diba, you could wear branded clothes
Yes,
in a
at the
very
logo
reasonable price, diba?
of,
Diba? At a very reasonable price. Diba? You don't need to go to, a shopping mall just to buy those fancy clothes with a very,
absolutely.
expensive. Yeah. Diba? Hmm. Have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend?
With best friend, I think I don't experience being in love with my best friend because my childhood best friend is my brother girlfriend up to
Oh,
this
see.
up to this date, and I think she's watching right now. She's Hazel
Mhm.
Agnabalena. Hi, best friend, and soon to
Ayun
be
sabi
love.
niya, oh, mas pogi si brother, sabi niya. Ay, walang support. Have you ever had, hindi siya supportive, tanggalin na ang friendship. Friendship over na.
FO.
So, have you ever had eaten a chicken intestine or chicken nisaw?
Well, I love eating that kind of food. Street food.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's my favorite. Isaw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to call it here in Manila. The one that blood of the pig.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
That's
know how you,
it's called Betamax.
I- okay, I see Betamax. And one of my
Yes.
favorite is that kwek kwek, the
Mm-hmm.
neon
Masarap.
ball.
Sarap. Kumain ka na ba?
Nagugutom na nga ako.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. Thank you so much once again, Avery Green, for watching. And yeah, isang suki na ngayon si Avery Green. Thank you so much from Team Pageantry United PH. All right. So, yeah, nakakagutom yung food na yan. Tagal nang hindi nakakain ng ganyan. Have you ever had too much fun at a party, Anthony?
Well, of course, that is a party, so you need to have fun, right? So
Tama
what
nga
I'm going to
naman,
do,
di ba?
I'm not going to have fun. I'm going to
Uh,
make senti-senti there or emote.
it's not a recollection.
Yes, it's a party at the same time.
Yeah. Dapat lang.
Yes, you
Now,
have to enjoy your life to the fullest. You have to enjoy. If you have a party to attend, enjoy. Life
YOLO.
is so short. Yeah. YOLO, but know your responsibility. And of course, be
Absolutely.
responsible enough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mhm. Just always be responsible when attending a party, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Make sure you make sure that
Mhm.
you're having fun, but at the same time you are presentable. Presentable.
Absolutely. Yes, hello Eusebio Esmil Sabele. Hello, thank you for tuning in. All right. Aray ko po. Sabi niya. Yoji. Hello, Yoji. Hello, Yoji de Gracia Diaz the third. Well, he's actually one of the correspondents of Pageant Night Philippines. My colleague. Anthony, have you ever had tried cutting classes?
No, I never experienced to
Mhm.
accounting classes, but I am always absent during high school days.
Yeah, it's better to get absent than
No,
cut
yeah,
classes,
yeah.
diba?
I need to be honest. I need to be honest, especially to the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
I need to tell the truth because I believe that the best way for me to represent my province is to become myself, to be honest
Mm-hmm.
myself, and
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I
Being true to yourself can definitely bring you to places.
absolutely, sir. No, I
Mm-hmm.
better absent than do cutting classes. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I I'm not encouraging, especially our viewers or
Mm-hmm.
the youth who's watching right now. I only go to school. First grading, I'm going to complete attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Second to third, man, I'm always absent. And during my fourth grading, then I'm going to complete my attendance. And there, you will see my scorecard, 90 plus every.
Wow. Wow,
Because
iba rin. Sana all.
I think no, I'm not bragging myself. I think they're just making bawi to the grade that I lost during the second and third grading.
Sana
So,
all ganun, di ba? Ang hirap kayong bumawi, di ba?
but I'm just kidding. No, like what I have said a while ago, education is very much important.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm encouraging everyone who's watching right now to finish your studies because
Mm-hmm.
that is the only thing that no one can steal from you.
Yeah, no one can take it away from you. Yes, Cian Lloyd Gumaro Argarin. So, I think this is for you. Looking forward na sana mabasa mo ito. Lagi akong nakaabang sa iyo. God bless you always. Hindi ka naman nag-aabang sa akin, no, kundi si kay Anthony, di ba? Hindi ako inaabangan mo. Yes, thank you so much, Gilbert Golgota Bolima, all the way from Pulangi, Albay. And full support to Mr. Alpe, proud Albayano. Wow, he's watching from our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Arnelius. All right, so there you go. There is actually one question in here, which is still part of this. Ano yung nag-udyok sa'yo to join Mr. sa Filipinas, which I wasn't able to ask you a while back.
Okay, there are three reasons why I decided to join this
Mm-hmm.
competition. One is that, like what I have said a while ago, I really wanted to join national pageant because
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been in the pageant industry for more than 6 years, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
dream come true. It's a dream come true for me to join Misters of Filipinas.
Mm-hmm.
Second is that I was I was interested to the cash prize that will be given to me if I win this pageant because this
Mm-hmm.
is a big help for me and able for me to finish my studies and help my family.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
yes, and the most important thing, the last one is that Misters of Filipinas is a great avenue for me to promote my advocacy,
Mm-hmm.
to promote our province in this prestigious pageant. Now, my advocacy is sustainable ecotourism. I came from a family of farmers and they taught me on how to value our
Mm-hmm.
environment as it gives you not only beautiful sceneries but livelihood as well. And sustainable
Mm-hmm.
ecotourism, it is just about promoting the tourism site that you have in your province. It is also about protecting it and preserving it for the future generation to experience it.
Mm-mm-mm.
And of course, to
Oh,
provide sustainable livelihood to the locals.
which all we need as of this
Yeah.
moment. Yeah, especially
And,
during pandemic.
yes. And besides,
Yes.
Pageant is a great platform to showcase my talent and thoughts about the issues affecting us and be
Mm-hmm.
part of the social transformation by being a catalyst of change that will inspire others. Because
Oh, wow.
through this, we become more empowered person.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 'Di ba? Iba rin, 'di ba? So definitely I agree with you. Those are the reasons are definitely very valid for joining Misters of Filipinas, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Eusebio, we've already noticed you a while back, right? So, thank you so much for pag-notice according to Gilbert. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And guys, if you have more questions for Anthony, please just don't hesitate to drop them down below. All right, thank you so much, Avery Green, for the question. We will definitely get back to you guys in a few seconds after this break. Yes, we are back with Anthony Alpe, all the way from Albay. Right, so may sinabi dito si Gilbert Iyay as agriculturist, nakakataba ng puso na may mga taong nakikita ang kahalagahan ng agrikultura. Padayon at yes, agriculture is very much important and essential as of the moment. And yeah, parang hindi lang para sa ngayon eh, 'di ba? That's gonna be
That
for
yeah.
yeah,
That's why I
for
encourage the youth to be
mm,
involved in urban farming because agriculture is very
yes.
much important in our economy.
Mhm. Yes, that's right. Oh, my first there's a first question in here coming from Gilbert still, and yes, we are on social issues. Right. So, what is your stand about same-sex relationship? So, there you go.
So same-sex relationship is a bit sensitive issue right now, especially
Mhm,
to the public. But
mhm,
I'm in favor with that. I'm not against with that because that is love.
mhm,
You know, love is so powerful. We cannot control it.
mhm,
And if that's what makes you happy, then go ahead. Don't bother um to get what other to be what we call this don't bother what other people say.
mhm.
Just do what makes you happy because
All right.
that our life is so short. If
Mhm,
that's what your heart desire, then go for it.
mhm. That's right. Well, let's just have to clarify this, Gilbert. Same-sex relationship is different from same-sex marriage, right? So, when it comes to same-sex relationship, that's fine. In my own
Yeah.
opinion, that's in my own opinion.
But if you're going to ask me about the same sex marriage,
Mhm,
well, I'm not in favor with that because
mhm,
well definitely our Catholic church will not approve it. But I am
mhm,
in favor with civil union to
mhm.
protect the right of that individual.
Exactly. So, I definitely agree with you, Anthony, with that because well, in our culture as Filipinos, we are very much embedded in
It,
religiosity, in
it
our
is.
faith. Yes. So, therefore, we are very much conservative when it comes to these kind of issues. So, the church in general, per se, particularly the Roman Catholic Church, we
Yes.
are not definitely. Um, we don't definitely agree with this with same-sex marriage. Well, not necessarily that you really have to get married in the church, but getting somehow acknowledgement from the civil law, that'll be fine,
Yes.
right? So I think if we are looking for protection when it comes to relationships, especially in same-sex relationship, same-sex union would definitely more than enough, right? So,
Absolutely.
but that pushing it to same-sex marriage to the Catholic, to the, to the church, right? So,
Because who are we to judge, right? or we to control their feelings and self-expression.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, at the end of the day, it's gonna be between the lovers, between
the two
the one
parties.
who are involved, who are, yeah, the two
Yes.
parties who are involved in the
Besides,
same sex relationship.
everybody's entitled to our own happiness. Everyone has the right to
Mhm,
love and be loved and
mhm,
retained.
Absolutely. However, Norman Despi, I do apologize if your questions won't be asked. If you want to modify your question into somehow not really political or not political per se in general, please do simplify it because I won't be asking any political questions, guys. All right? So I do apologize for that, guys. All right. So, Anthony, anong na-realize mo at tutunan mo during this pandemic?
All right.
Mhm,
I, honestly, I expected this kind of question
mhm,
that will definitely make me feel senti this time because last year my grandmother passed away and I
mhm,
wasn't able to go home in Bicol to pay respect, able
mhm,
to see or talk to her before she died.
mhm,
I realized this time that time is gold.
mhm,
When you have time, say how much you love your parents, how much you love your relatives, show how much you care for them because no
mhm,
one knows what will happen in our life. And it's so hard for me to it's so hard for me because I really love my grandparents because she was the one who raised me during my childhood days and
mhm,
I wasn't able to be there to see her for the last time.
mhm.
And yeah, and I hope you will learn from this experience of mine and do this to your loved one and make time for your loved ones. Say how much you love them, show how much you care for them so that you will never regret a single second of your life.
Absolutely. That's so sad, but yeah, that's definitely right. Never waste a time or a second to show your how much you love your loved ones, especially your family, right? Whew. Ang daming tanong, guys. So, as according to Gilbert, same-sex union is enough. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Yes.
So, oh, before we ask this, there's actually a follow-up question on that same issue. Let me just pull this up. So it's coming from Francis Asunta Campo, all the way from where was that again? Santo Niño, Cagayan Valley, right? So thank you so much, Asunta, for asking this question. Considering the stand of your guest, is it my is it a question for me? May I ask him if did he ever did he already engage in a same-sex relationship?
As of now, I am not engaged with in same-sex relationship. But if you want Francis Asunta Campo, I can I can always accommodate you. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I just want to make it special.
Oh, Francis Campo is very beautiful. I believe.
Hi,
Look at
Francis
her.
Asunta
Yeah,
Campo.
yeah. Look at her profile picture. See, she is very beautiful. She's
Yes,
she's my friend actually. All
but
right. So,
I'm not against with that. Okay,
mhm,
just what I have said a while ago. It is okay if you want to engage in that kind of a relationship, but
mhm,
be sure that you will become responsible. You will be faithful in order
mhm.
for you to have a good relationship. Just spread love.
Loyalty.
Loyalty is very much
Loyalty. It's
important.
yes, that's right. All right. Thank you so much, Francis Asunta Campo, for that question. Now we have a question coming from Maki. Given a chance to represent the Philippines to the international arena, what will you tell the world about Filipino that has not yet being discovered?
Okay, Filipino had been through the toughest time, facing all challenges, worst that we can ever imagine. but we remain resilient because of our strong faith in God, our
Mhm.
camaraderie and generosity, and the spirit of volunteerism flows in our veins, and we serve as ears to one another, cooperating to listen the casualties and
Mhm.
helping without asking anything in return. And that there is one thing that I want to tell the world
Mhm.
that not, has not been being discovered is that this is the true authentic dimension of a true Filipino man. We are resilient, we are optimistic, we know how to face challenges, we help each other without asking anything in return.
That's right. That's really what I really love being a Filipino. That regardless of
Yes,
how much we are capable of, helping, we really find time or we find ways to, to help each
to share
one,
our blessings,
regardless,
yes,
yeah, regardless how big or small would it be.
small things.
Right. Right. Thank you so much for that question, Mackie. All right, there's another question coming from Maki in here, and it goes: "Is what is the one mistake that you have done in the past that you never regret and that you are willing to commit again?" Oh, this sounds like a question for Venus Raback in 2010 at Miss Universe 2010. How will
Okay,
you
what
make it
is
right?
okay?
Mhm.
Like what I have answered, those the question given to me, what I realized this pandemic.
Pandemic. Uh huh.
So the one thing that I really don't want to commit again is to
Hmm.
waste my time without telling how much I love my family. You know, family is the most important to me. They're the source of my strength and inspirations in life. And I really love my family. And that's the one thing that I am not going to meet again. I will show how much I love them. I will tell them how much I care for them
Oh,
as long as I have
that's
the time to do it. So yeah.
that's so sweet of you. I hope I am part of your family.
You are very much welcome, sir.
Hopefully, yeah. Question coming from Arnelius. So this is from our viewers in YouTube channel. So may I ask this to Mr. Alpe. Hmm. The CHED has adopted a policy that there will be no going back to the tradition face-to-face learning, but flexible learning will be the new normal beyond pandemic.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
no, I have very much wanted to answer that question because this kind of flexible learning that our government give to our student,
Mm-hmm.
our government needs to consider the capability of the family. If they can
Mm-hmm.
be able to buy laptop, to provide cell phone, to provide internet connection. It is so
Mm-hmm.
hard for the family, especially right now we are facing this kind of crisis. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have a work right now.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So how are they going to provide for their children? How are they going to pay for their tuition fees? If these are going to be pursued, then our government needs to give um free free laptops, free
Mm-hmm.
tuition fees to all, not just to all state universities, but to all year level because we are facing a crisis and everyone is suffering from this. And our government needs to consider that.
That's right. Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. I think the government should also have to play it by the ear, right? So what's basically most accessible and comfortable to both. Of course,
Yes,
we are also securing the. We are also concerned of the
the
security or
safety.
the safetiness of each one. All right, so there you go. All right, there's a question here coming from Norman Despi. Poverty is most relevant issues in our country. How will you help the people who face poverty right now, and what is your advice to them since we will still face COVID-19, or we are still facing COVID-19?
Even though we're not facing COVID-19, poverty is existing in our country even before.
even before, even prior to the advent of COVID-19.
And yes, poverty, we can resolve it if we really want it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we need to start it in ourselves. We need to set our goals.
Mm-hmm.
We need to set our goals. We need to know what we can do in order for us to succeed in life. We
Mm-hmm.
should not always depend to the government,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay, we need to stand in our own. And one of the thing that you can make achieve your dreams is to finish your studies.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is hard right now because we are facing this crisis, but there's always a room for that so that
Mm-hmm.
we can end this poverty that we are facing. It is not the crisis that we are facing right now, but it is the way on how we handle this kind of problem.
That's right. That's right. Mhm. So we also need to do something about it on our own, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Ooh, there are still more coming in here. I believe you deserve to be Magphil. What do you mean by Magphil? You mean to be a guest in Pageant Mag Philippines? Absolutely. Mr. Hanese is the next version of Miss Catriona Gray. Wow.
Thank
Do
you,
you
sweet.
agree with that? Definitely, I agree with that. All right. Speaking of poverty, Anthony, so since we've already started speaking about the social issue, right? So there are some what we call respondents or some people who basically believe that education is the root cause of poverty. So what is your take on this belief?
Well, I don't believe that because
Mm-hmm.
if that is true, back this will become a sensitive um thing that I am going to say.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead.
Kung kung edukasyon ang sagot sa kahirapan, bakit edukado ang nagnanakaw sa ating bayan?
Oh.
It is not
Oh.
the education
Mm-hmm.
that are it is not the education why we are facing poverty.
Mm-hmm.
That is just one factor. There are a lot of factors. And one of that is corruption, on
Mm-hmm.
how we do things, on how we stand on our ground, and how we are going to improve ourselves. Like what I have said a while ago, we need to start it in ourselves first.
Mm, that's
We should
right.
not always we
Mm-hmm.
should not always depend to other people, especially to our government, because our government
Mm-hmm.
needs to focus
Absolutely.
more on infrastructural project in order for us to have an easy access to transportation, communication,
Mm-hmm.
education. There's a lot of things that our government needs to focus more on. So we really need to work. We should not
Exactly.
just depend on that.
Right. So we are also responsible of
Yes.
elevating our social life, right? I mean,
Yes.
sorry for the term social life.
You
Yeah, we are we, we are also responsible of elevating our livelihood of our, how do we call
our
that?
social status,
Pamumuhay,
kamukuhan.
'di
You
ba?
have to do something in order for you to provide to your family. Because if you're going to
Mm-mm,
sit and watch TV, just use your cell phone scrolling around, you'll not
mhm.
earn a single penny. So you really have to work in order for you to give a good life to your family. No one will do
Definitely.
that except from you yourself.
Mhm. Sitting down cannot definitely help us or cannot definitely help
Yeah.
us to go anywhere, right? So we
You know,
are.
there's
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that you can do. I was
Yeah,
being
absolutely.
hardly affected by this crisis, especially I'm working in the event industry.
Mm-hmm.
No event right now. So I come up with
Mm-hmm.
this idea that I need to do something. First,
That's right.
I cook. You know what achara is? So
Absolutely. Yeah.
so that is the one I am selling before. Then uh, I come up with another idea. So I sell again another goods. You just have
Mm-hmm.
to do something. You should not
Productive.
stop. Yeah, you have to be productive in order for you to have a good life. Like
Mhm. All right. So, guys, once again, we are not asking any political questions. So, yeah, please just keep on dropping your questions down below and just avoid asking political questions. I won't definitely ask that. I do apologize for that, guys. All right. So, there's another question coming from Avery Green. Hello, Anthony. What is your message to a young man na may pangarap na kagaya ng sa iyo na pinanghihinaan ng loob dahil hanggang ngayon hindi niya pa rin alam kung paano ito sisimulan.
Well, the very first thing that I will tell to that young man is that to believe in himself. Because believing and loving yourself will lead you to become a better version of yourself.
Mhm,
Love, believe yourself, and keep your faith in God, and you will be unstoppable in reaching your dreams. Don't lose hope. Life is full of opportunity.
mhm. 'Di ba? So, work that comes with faith could definitely help you go go everywhere,
And
right?
go everywhere and
Yeah,
achieve your dreams and
to
aspiration in
fly
life.
further. Yeah, that's right. Iba pa rin ang may tulong ang langit,
Sa taas.
'di ba? Mm. So what is the one thing that you will be willing to sacrifice in the name of love? Oh, why? Have you been
I
fallen
think
in love?
I was always being too. I was always being hurt.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Mhm,
like what I have said, love is so powerful. Its strength and
mhm,
immeasurable.
mhm,
It's so strong. There is one thing that I'm
mhm,
going to sacrifice for love. That would be my faith in God. You know why? Because love is God. When you love, you need to have faith. You have
mhm,
to have you have to has- you have to have a strong faith in order for
mhm,
you to have a good relationship. And if you truly love that person, you need to accept her imperfection and even her past,
mhm,
right? So if there is one thing that you need to sacrifice, that is your faith. Faith,
mhm,
not in a negative way. You
mhm,
have to have a strong faith to your partner in order for you to have a good relationship.
mhm. Meaning you put God in the center of your relationship.
Yes,
Yes, that's
just
right.
like what I have said, love is God.
Mhm. Absolutely. Definitely believe in you in that. Agree with you. Whew. Ang sipag ni Maki magtanong. Thank you so much, Maki, for that very interactive, for being very much interactive. As a male, how can you contribute to feminism?
Well, then, as a male, we
Mhm,
have this kind of culture that a man is superior than a woman, which is very wrong. If there is one thing that I can do to contribute to feminism, it is to love and respect them. That's
mhm,
the very first thing that you can do in order to promote feminism, in order to protect our mother, our sisters.
mhm.
That is the simple way we can contribute to feminism. We have to
Mm,
respect and love them unconditionally.
okay. Um, Sandali just give me 1 second here. So speaking of feminism, and you just mentioned a while ago that you just have to respect feminism or the women, right? So, um, won't this feminism threaten you, or yeah, threaten you as a man when it comes to power,
All right.
or to or to opportunities?
We have a cultural definition of what a real man is. You
Mm-hmm,
know, the views of toxic masculinity that anything feminine is a threat to masculinity, to our position in a society that we live in. A
mm-hmm,
man always being see that man needs to always be strong,
mm-hmm,
need to be in power. No, that's not it. That is why most of the time we men are afraid to show our true emotions, our
mm-hmm,
feeling. We're afraid to. Why? Because of the things that what other people say, that we are weak. We are afraid to be called mahinang nilalang.
Mhm.
You know what? And we are not just men are experiencing that. Also our LGBTQIA plus community
Mhm.
and the women as well. No,
Yes.
anything that yes, sir. Anything from LGBTQIA plus community, our brothers and sisters there, when they are in love to the same sex,
Mhm.
that is a strong threat to straight masculinity. And what can we do in order for us to fix that kind of problem? First, we
Mhm.
need to speak up.
Mhm.
Need to speak up. No, that is not right. We are all equal. We are all human.
Mhm.
Only the things that we deserve in this world is happiness. Do
That's
the
right.
things that make you happy. Never bother what other people say. Just focus on what matters and let go of what doesn't.
Wow, that's very strong. That's really very strong, because that you are actually correct that feminism is for equality. It's not for
Yes.
threatening manhood, right? So, or masculinity. It's a threatening masculinity. This is just basically to let us. It's actually an awareness for everyone that regardless of gender, everyone is equal, right? So, oh, Avery is asking, how do you define success?
All right. Success is the fruit of hard work and
Hmm.
perseverance. Then if we are happy and able to share the blessings that we have, then we can say that we are successful.
Hmm. Contentment, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Oh, this is very, I don't know if it's really tricky. Sir, balik na rin po natin ang tanong. Pakitanong mo kay Mr. Alpe, bakit hindi ka dapat manalo?
As he does, as he's speaking, that's an interesting question. So,
Mhm.
bakit ako hindi dapat manalo? Well, it depends on our destiny. It will depend on the luck. No, in order
Mhm.
for you to win, you have to have these two um luck and
Mhm.
destiny. Then, if I'm not going to win, well, definitely I'm not destined to be in that position. There is someone who is destined to be crowned as man of the world.
Very sportsmanship. That's sportsmanship.
Yes, and
So
you have to respect
you still,
whatever the result is.
and you still have another chance anyway to try once again, right? So that's
Yes.
fine.
So,
And learn from it.
able you
Diba?
yes, able you lose. What is more important is that you gain new experience, you
Mm-hmm.
gain new friends, and you make good memories, and that is the most interesting part in this kind of pageant.
All
You know,
right.
winning a
Perfect.
pageant or winning a cash prize is just a
Mm-hmm.
bonus. But what is
Mm-hmm.
most important is that you meet new people, new family, and you do a good memories that you can treasure for the rest of your life.
The learning that definitely you have learned the lessons that you have basically learned from
Yes,
the pageant,
absolutely.
right? So, these are pageant questions, guys. What do you think is the three things that men should not do to a woman?
Three things that a man should not do to a woman. First
Mhm.
is to hurt her. Second, to cheat on her. Third, to left her. You know, woman needs to be respected and loved. They don't
Mhm.
deserve to be left behind. You know,
Mhm.
just think of your mother. She is a woman. Just think of
Mhm.
your sister. What if this happened to your family? What would you feel to that? You know,
Mhm.
we need to respect, love, and care for our women, not just in our family, but in our society, because they
Mhm.
deserve that.
Absolutely. I don't get why our viewers are asking about you know marriage, something like that. Hmm. See, will you change your religious beliefs to marry the woman that you love?
Okay. The question is how I'm going to change my religious just to marry the woman I love.
Mhm.
Married is a sacred one, and if you truly love the person, you will sacrifice even your religion in order for you to be
Mhm.
with the girl that you love. And being married, you know, it's secret, and you have to center God in that. It is not the
Mhm.
religion, but it's the belief that you have.
Mhm.
So if you're going to marry the the person that you truly love, you have to accept her, even what religion she has, or even
Mhm.
her imperfection, even her past. You have to accept that. For true love knows no condition.
That's right. Mhm. And no worries about marrying a woman or someone with a different religion because we have what
Yes.
we call intermarriage, interreligious marriage. So that means that it doesn't really matter what religion you are, what religion you belong, but still you can get married,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. It is not the
Mm-hmm.
religion, but it is your love to that person that will make you
Absolutely.
marry.
That's basically the foundation of a successful relationship, right? Mhm. Would you marry, see, puro marriage. Would you marry a woman who is less successful than you?
Well, definitely I would marry her. I
Mhm.
would marry her not because she is successful, but because I truly love her.
Mhm.
And if I'm going to marry her, I need to accept whatever life status she
Mhm.
has. Because
Mhm.
love, like what I've said, love has no condition. If you
Mhm.
truly love her, you need to accept all of her flaws, imperfection.
Yes. Diba?
No status,
So,
the status in life doesn't matter when it comes to love.
mhm, love makes you even more wealthy.
And and if you truly love that person, then do some business that both of you will grow. Both of you
Absolutely.
will succeed, right? If you
That's
truly love the
right. Mhm.
person,
Mhm.
you need to work together in order for you to have a good and successful life.
All right, definitely agree with you, Anthony. All right, so another question is, how do you handle peer pressure?
Peer pressure. I'm not familiar with the peer. Can you enlighten me with that first, sir, before I answer it?
Oh, so peer pressure is normally your friends. It's actually a pressure coming from friends or acquaintances, or with people with same age, or however, say, or someone, or with the people that surrounds you. That's basically peer.
All right. So
Mhm.
how I'm going to handle that thing? So,
Mhm.
we grow up to a home, and to
Mhm.
that home, we'll learn from our
Mhm.
parents, and they taught us on how to be responsible, on how to handle things. And if
Mhm.
you're truly responsible and truly respect your parents, the values that they shared to you will
Mhm.
not be pressured to your parents to do such things, those bad things, because you know that there is a bad negative effects that will back at you. And you're not the one who's going to suffer from that. It is your parents. It's really hard for them to see you being hurt, being so in a negative path of your life. So how I'm going to handle that? I'm just going to take the good values that my parents shared to me.
Wow, di ba? But you know what? One of the peer pressures, especially in the youth, is premarital sex, especially teenagers, like at the age of 14, 15, 16 to 18. Friends would really, or your friends would really, or teenagers would really talk about this, like being very curious, and you're out of the group if you are not basically, you never had experience premarital sex. So what's your take on that?
Like what I have said, all the things that we learn in the world start in our home. And
Mm-hmm.
the parents need to provide proper information about premarital sex for them not to engage in that action in order for them to experience good life before they enter to that such thing. No, we should do that right after our marriage. No, and it
Mhm.
should be taught inside our house. And of course, our school will definitely help you to understand more about what is premarital sex and what are you going to get from that. You'll,
Mhm.
you know, when I was in high school, that was being taught, and
Mhm.
no, I'm sorry, when I was in elementary, that is being taught to us. And that because of that, we learn that we should not engage ourselves in that action because there's a lot of more things that will definitely um affect you, or it will affect your physical when it comes to your private part. There are a lot of
Mhm.
negative things that will happen to you. You know, like what I have said, it will start at home. Your parents need to educate you. So if there is someone who is watching now who's a parent already, you need to educate your children in order for them not to be engaged in that kind of action. So that is very
Absolutely.
important. Guidance.
Absolutely, because you know what? This basically, there was actually a statistics that shows teenage pregnancy or adolescent fatherhood is basically increasing in the Philippines even last year. So yeah, that's basically right. If we have viewers that are teenagers right now, and of course, if we have viewers that are parents right now, please do start sex education in at
Yes.
home. Yeah, and be open to to talking about sex education, its advantages and disadvantages, especially disadvantages basically um, of premarital sex because it's not really a good practice. It's not really a norm. All right.
No, there's
So
a lot of things that I really wanted to say about premarital sex because
mm,
we studied that during our elementary days, but
mhm,
already forgot those specific term
mhm.
and lessons that I have learned. So that's studies. Yeah.
All right, that's right. So that's more than enough, I believe. So oh, someone or Avery is basically asking about pandemic once again. When oh no, it's different. When is the right time to speak and when is the right time to listen? So very pageant question.
When is the right time to speak? When you have something good to say. You are, when you are speaking with substance, with data, not just baseless and hearsay. Speak
Mm-mm,
with something important that other people will learn from it,
that's right.
that you will be able to inspire and motivate them. That is the right
Mm-hmm,
time for you to speak in order for
mm-hmm,
them to improve themselves. And when is the
mm-hmm,
right time to listen? When there is someone who is talking about the importance of our life.
that's right. That's really perfect. You cannot speak when you cannot basically speak or avoid speaking or talking rather when you have nothing good to say, right? So and just listen when it is really necessary for you, especially when it's helping you, when it's especially it's for your welfare, right?
Yes,
So
especially
mhm,
if it's will help you grow as a person, and
yes,
listen to
that's right.
that.
Mm-mm. All right. So another question about pandemic. How do you find male pageant relevant in this time of pandemic?
All right, okay.
Mhm,
Male pageant is very much relevant to what is happening in our society, especially now that we are facing pandemic. Especially
mhm,
that our people is afraid to get vaccinated because they don't have the proper knowledge about how important the vaccine is in order for us to contain the virus. And this pageant will, of course, stand for us to showcase and to share information, proper information to the viewers, to the people who will relate from it so that we can encourage them to get vaccinated, to go back to
mhm,
our normal lives because this is the only
mhm.
way for us to go back to our normal life.
Yes, and yeah, pageantry, regardless of gender, again, whether it's male, which is male or for female, it's still pageantry still has a very big platform, and yeah,
Yes.
It's
You
also an
know,
opportunity to voice out, to call out for, get vaccinated.
like what I have said, it is
Mm-hmm.
an avenue for us to showcase relevant issues, to share
Mm-hmm.
right information, so that we
Correct.
could inspire people, motivate them. And this is
Mm-hmm.
the true meaning of pageant industry. This is not just about showing our bodies or showing our
Mm-hmm.
pretty faces.
That's right.
It is not just about showcasing our culture, but it is more about sharing right information, relevant, so that we can how do you call that? We can talk about relevant issues that we are facing right now
That's right. Whew.
and tackle
We,
the right issues.
we still have a lot of questions. I cannot cut this.
I I would love to answer those questions.
Again, from Maki, what do you wish would be socially acceptable for men to do? That is currently considered manly.
What do you wish would be socially acceptable for men to do that is
Mm,
currently considered men? Well, honestly, in our society, men are already being accepted. And there's
mhm,
nothing that we can do for us to be accepted by the society because everything that we do is considered and accepted by our everything is accepted by the people and as you can see people admiring men,
mhm,
you know, there is something that I would like for the society to accept.
mhm,
We definitely to accept us that men can love truly, men can respect other people, and men can also accept that all of us are equal
mhm.
as a person.
Yeah, and men do cry. Yeah,
Yes, men
it
do
doesn't
cry.
make you. Yeah, because man doesn't when because crying doesn't make
But yes,
doesn't make
less
anyone
man.
less person. Yeah, doesn't make you a less man, diba? All right, so, whew, still for manly, what is the essence of being man? Of
Well,
being a man?
a man is not defined by his physical
Mhm,
looks or even the words he speaks, but through his action, courage, and genuine intention. And a man
mhm,
keeps the values of integrity, dignity, and a man knows how to respect himself and his fellow men. And of course, he fight for his right and stand for what is right.
wow. Thank you so much for that, Gilbert. All right, and another question coming from Jonathan. Do you think there is a double standard for physical appearances between males and females?
Well, I think there is no such thing that we call double standard when it comes to physical appearances between male and female because, like what I have said a while ago, we are all equal. We should
Mhm,
not tolerate this kind of standard that we have in our
mhm,
society. We should learn on how to accept who we really are. Even
mhm,
we are men or we are women, we should be proud of who we really are. We need to
mhm,
accept our gender, our color,
mhm,
or our life. There's we should not tolerate this kind of standard in our society because
mhm,
and we should start from educating our youth about this kind of culture so that we can
mhm.
stop it from spreading and the domino effects that it would bring to the future generation.
That's right. So, regardless that men would decide to have longer hair or female would
Yes,
want to get shorter hair, that's all right. All right. So, if if female wants to get beard and mustache, why not? Right?
yes. That is what makes you happy and comfortable. Why not? Let her
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
right. So that's
Besides,
fine.
it's her life.
Exactly. So, do you think being handsome will get you far in life?
Well, before I answer that question, I just want to shout out to Carlo Cabalas Malvarosa, and he is
Mm-hmm.
one of the representative of our country in Mr. Teen International, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken. So,
All right.
so,
Mm-hmm.
so go back to the questions. Do you think being handsome will get you far in life? Well,
Mm-hmm.
being handsome is just one part of a big pie. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
a big pie is circle, and that is just one slice of it. There's a lot of factors that you need to do in order for you to achieve your dreams and aspirations in life. You need to study, you
Mm-hmm.
need to work hard in order for you to get far in life. In order for you to achieve all your dreams, you need to work on that. Because,
Exactly.
yes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
because being handsome, if you are going to use your faces just to get positions without a proper knowledge, then how are you going to do your job properly?
Mm-hmm. That's right. So, perhaps when it comes to this physical look, it's not basically a standard of getting
Yes.
far. It's basically how you make use of it, right?
And
To
make sure
have an
and make
edge,
sure to
yeah,
yes, and make sure
to
to
have an
use it
edge.
in a proper way,
That's
not to
right.
use it to cheat to your partner just because you have a good
Because you are
handsome
good
physique.
looking.
Yes,
That's right. Don't make use of it to collect. Right. All right. So there you go. Good luck, Anthony. You can do it. Godspeed. Thank you so much for that. See
thank
you, Lord.
you.
Mm-hmm. And another question coming from Gilbert. Oh, Gilbert is becoming very active. All right. So hopefully that you come by, at least you visit every night, Gilbert, to ask questions to our Masters of Filipinas candidates. So, do you believe that speaking English should be a prerequisite for joining pageants?
Well, I don't believe in that because
Mm-hmm.
you know speaking English will definitely help you to communicate well when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to international. When you face other
Mm-hmm.
um how do you call this one? Other people, especially those who live in other country. But it's not actually a prerequisite if you want to join pageants. As long as you can express yourself, you are confident with the language that you are using, then that is
Yes.
okay. You don't have to. You really don't have to pretend that you are good when it comes to speaking English. When you are not, just be proud of your language. Just use it. As long as you can deliver your answer well, whatever
Mm-hmm.
language you use, it won't matter.
That's right. So because English speaking is not basically the standard of intelligence, guys. That's
Yes, that is
right.
just a
So,
language.
all right. Yes, that's just a language, right? So, when we are not basically, when English speaking is not actually our first or mother tongue, right? Or mother language, right? So, it's just right to speak our mother tongue, right? Our vernacular, if that what
Yes,
makes you
absolutely.
more comfortable and could
But
definitely deliver what you really want to convey, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much, Cornelius. You've been on our YouTube channel for so long. All right, so here we go. Sir, sa advocacy vid ni Kabayan na Mr. Alpe, mahilig siya magtanim at magtitinda rin at nagtitinda rin. Itanong po natin sa kanya, kung gulay ka, ano ka? At paano mo kukumbinsihin ang mamimili upang bilhin ka? Marketing. Mhm.
well, if I'm a vegetable, well, definitely I am a malunggay.
Oh.
Why a malunggay? Because this is very healthy and being called miracle vegetable.
Mhm.
You know? If I'm going to convince the buyer to buy it, definitely I will tell her that this is very important for your health, so that you will
Mhm.
have a good physical fitness, have a good mental mentality. You will have a
Mhm.
malunggay is known also for having providing um what do you call this wait, I'm trying to figure out the term, but it will
Mhm.
definitely help you to have a clear skin. It can help you to have
Mm.
that.
Oh, that's good, huh? That's the first time I hear about that, though.
Yes,
All I know
that is
is that malunggay is just a herbal. It's just a herbal. It's just an herbal vegetable, or an
That is
herbal
why
plant.
I
Yeah.
I always cooking malunggay, and I always cook sinabawang malunggay, ginataang malunggay, and I
Masarap
think
ang malunggay.
I think I make you feel hungry, Sir Francois.
So bring me some malunggay. Send
Sure.
me some send me some ginataang malunggay. I would love to eat ginataan. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Cornelius, once again. And Nad Rivera, here's a question of Nad. For you, what is the worst attitude of Filipinos that you are really ashamed of?
All right. I think
Mhm,
everyone knows this already, but I really hate this kind of attitude that we have in our culture, which is the crab
mhm.
mentality.
Yes.
Yes, right? No, crab
Mhm,
mentality up to this day is still existing in our culture, and we should stop this kind of attitude that we have. We should support each other. We should help each other in order for us to succeed in life. We should not tolerate this kind of culture. This this has no place in our culture. If we can remove this kind of culture, then I can tell that we will be able to succeed in life. We will be able to help to grow our economy. We need to be
that's right.
happy to see other people being successful. We should
Mhm,
not become the one who hinder them to achieve their dreams and aspirations in life.
mhm,
Instead, be instead become a instead support them, help
mhm.
them, so that will create
Be a
dominant
supporter, yeah.
prosperity. Yeah,
Be a supporter instead of dragging them down. Yeah.
we should not drag
I just,
other people.
mhm,
We should not we should not discriminate them just because they achieve something bigger than what we have.
mhm. Yeah, that's right. Because, it's really sickening to see these
Yes.
people trying to drag you
And
whenever you are trying to pull yourself up. Right? So, thank you so much for that,
actually,
Nat.
there is something that I just want to add. This is
Go
not
ahead.
just happen. This is not just happening to us Filipino. Um
Mhm,
as I see on the social media platforms, we always deal with the other people, especially to other countries.
mhm,
Especially when it comes to pageant industry, I can see how
mhm,
much Filipino bad comments, they say bad words, and we should stop this kind of culture. And this is being posed by one of the Miss Universe candidate recently, and we should
mhm.
stop this kind of culture. It is so embarrassing. When
That's right.
think before you comment, think before you comment that negative things, because it will not just reflect to yourself, but it will
Mhm,
reflect to us Filipinos.
mhm. All right. So, thank you so much, Nat, for that question. And we have a question coming from Jay Abelia. What would you do if you found out your significant other had a homosexual relationship in the past?
All right. I think I answered that already before, but okay, I'm going
Mhm,
to repeat it. If you truly love that person, you will accept her imperfection, her
mhm,
past, her mistake, because love has no condition. If you truly love that person, love her, and even though she have a very negative past, just love her
mhm,
because she deserves to be loved, and because you
mhm.
truly love her.
Oh, see? So, the past won't ever hinder a true love.
Yes.
Yeah, diba? So, the way he talk, I feel his sincerity sa bawat mga binibitawan niyang salita. Sobrang honest pa. So,
Thank you, Yuji.
thank you, Yoji, daw. Ayan. Shoutout mo si Yoji.
Hi, Yuji, the Gracia Diaz dude. Thank you so much. I really
Ayun.
appreciate it.
All right, there you go. That's it for now. I'm contented with his answers. We will make it. All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Maki.
Maki.
Is he your Q&A trainer? Kasi ang dami yung tanong.
Um, Well, actually,
Hindi.
so
Good luck. Good luck coming from Gilbert. All right.
thank you, Gilbert.
Go Anthony. According to Trevor. Trevor,
Thank
this
you,
was already answered a while back. So, how will he represent the Philippines in the international stage? So, no worries. It was already answered a while back. All right. So, is life easier for women or men? That's according to Gilbert. So, I believe Gilbert is your new Q&A trainer. Mhm,
All right. I think, like what I
mhm,
have said a while ago, men and women are equal. We are
mhm,
both suffering from our personal problem. We are suffering
mhm,
from societal problem. And
mhm,
we should not always compare women to a man.
mhm,
Because we're both humans. And we should not, like what I've said, we should not compare
mhm.
men and
All
women
right.
because we're all equal. Instead of
Comparing.
comparing each other, just love one another, whatever your
Wow.
gender is.
Wow. You're making me loved. So, Oragon. That's
Dragon.
for Bicolano, right? If
Yes.
there is a possibility to change something from your past, what is it and why? From Nicola Spiritu Edeher.
Well, I will definitely change any single detail in my past because the past that I experienced made the person who I am today. And
Mm-hmm.
changing it will definitely change who I am and the society that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Just be proud. If you commit mistakes in the past, then I know that you learn from it, that you can use to see what is lie ahead, that you can use
That's right.
so that you can improve yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's right. And our mistakes in life is basically somehow an opener for us or an eye opener for us to learn something new. Right? So it's just like an education. It's a life education, right?
Besides, it
Oh,
is normal
mm,
for us to commit mistakes. It is
that's
only
right.
okay.
Mhm. As much as we can avoid mistakes, please don't
Yes.
commit mistakes. But of course, we cannot definitely control that, right? So there are decisions that we cannot really, that we are out of control, right? Mm-hmm.
But make
So
sure if you commit, but make sure that if you commit that mistake, you will not commit it again. Make sure
yeah,
that you
don't
learn from
repeat
it.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
don't repeat it and move forward, right? Gilbert is asking, has the speed of technological advances taken away emotion?
Well, absolutely yes. This is based on my personal opinion.
Opinion. But there are
Yes.
emoticons.
you know, Technological advances help us from our daily living
Mhm,
through home to simple course, but it's actually affect our
mhm,
emotion. And because of this technological advance that we have right now, we tend to forget our family. We
mhm.
always focus more on scrolling social media, looking for
That's
something to buy, and that I don't want to say the shop, but well, it's always affect our emotion, our um, bonding to the family, that time that
right.
we need to spend for them. So I would like to encourage everyone to please just use social media for the betterment of our society and or the
That's right.
technological advance that we have. Don't
Mhm.
use it just because you want to ruin someone else's reputation or to hurt someone else. Use it
Oh,
so that you can help other people to share proper information, right information that they can use for them in their daily living, their
yeah.
daily
Use
life.
it. Use it for welfare,
Yes.
right? Right. So, whew. This is the next questions actually come from Hazel Agna Volante, and the question is basically was asked during Binibining Pilipinas, the recent Binibining Pilipinas 2021. So he wants to hear your point of view on this question. When is it okay not to be okay, and when is it not to be okay? When is it not okay to be not okay? Parang may ano, when is it not
I,
okay to be not okay? Yeah.
I I think the question that Sir Boy Abunda asked to
Ask
the candidate is that
to
when
miss,
is
yeah. Mhm.
when is it okay to not
Not
be
to be
okay,
okay, okay.
and when it is not to be okay to be not okay? If
Mhm.
I said it right,
When is it okay not to be okay, and when is it not okay not to be okay?
not to be okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, that question's very trending right now. Until after this time, okay, how I'm going to answer that? Well, it
Mm-hmm.
is only okay. It is only okay not to be okay if you failed. Whenever you feel sad, whenever you commit mistakes, because that's only okay. That's part of our life. There's something that you will learn from, that you can use for you to improve yourself, so that you will grow as a person. It
Mm-hmm.
is only okay to fail, to experience that kind, because of that kind of experience, you will learn to be stronger, will become resilient.
All right.
Okay, and when it is not okay to be not okay, when you are suffering from mental health issues, when you are suffering from depression, you need to seek professional advice. You need to open up to your family, to your
Mm-hmm.
friends. Always remember that you are not alone in the world that
Mm-hmm.
you are living. There's
That's
always
right.
there's always a people who would definitely help and reach out to you. And always remember this. God will not give you a problem that you cannot resolve. And
Mm-hmm.
if you really can't do that, then just kneel and pray to God. Ask for guidance. Ask You just have to have a strong faith in Him. And believe me, everything will be all right.
Oh, see, Hazel, but that's more than 30 seconds. Ju- Just kidding.
Because I think it should be 1 minute, because that is two questions already. I'm just kidding.
Why not? All right. So there's a question coming from Nicole Espiritu Edeher. So every year we produce 400 million tons of plastics, and 40% 40% of it is single-use plastics and polluting our seas and rivers. Very Miss Earth. If you will be crowned MOF or Mistress of Filipinas, what will you do to eliminate, if not minimize, the use of single-use plastics?
No, like what I have said, we can always start at home by
Mm-hmm.
separating the garbage, the plastic, from the papers.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be responsible enough. Like what Miss Karen Ibasco said, she is
Mm-hmm.
my idol when it comes to pageantry. We need to change our ways in order for us to save our mother nature. So what I can do is to start in our home by cleaning our house, by cleaning those plastic, putting it in the right
Mm-hmm.
place, putting it in
Mm-mm.
the trash can, so that it will not go to the ocean and pollute it. No.
That's right.
If
Mm-hmm.
ever I will be crowned as man of the world or anything in the five titles that we are, I'm sorry, it is only one title right now. If ever I won, then I will help our government
Mm-mm.
on their projects about environmental issues.
Mm-hmm.
I will educate the youth, my family, my coworkers, because if we're going to sum up every small deed, it will create a positive impact to save our mother nature.
That's right, diba? That's very strong. All right. Another question coming from Elvin A. Pante. Do you consider yourself to be a giver or a taker? Why?
Okay, I consider myself always to be a giver, because it is so it is so I feel so happy whenever I can give to other people, whenever I can help them.
Yes.
Like what I have said, I use my own money in order for me to help those family who
In
are being
need.
affected by
Mm-hmm.
super typhoon releases in the people, and
Mm-hmm.
it gives me so much happiness inside my heart, and
Mm-hmm.
I always want to become a giver because it will give you inspiration to other people.
Mm-hmm.
If they saw you doing that kind of good deeds, it will create impact to them, and it somewhat it will definitely realize that I need to do this because this is
Mm-hmm.
something very good to do, and this is
Mm-hmm.
something that very inspiring.
That's right. And yeah, uh, you will definitely get a very satisfying fulfillment when you help,
Yes,
right? Hmm. All right. So, what's the one thing you can't live without?
the one thing that I can live without is
Mm-hmm.
my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Uh huh.
just just thinking about losing them will definitely made me to a
Mm-hmm.
different person, and it's so hard to lose your loved ones because they are your strength and inspirations in life.
Mm-hmm. All right. And well, we have another question from Arnelius. Gusto ko po malaman, sir, kung ano pipiliin ni Kabayan. Hindi ko mahal, ay mahal ko na hindi ako mahal o mahal ako pero hindi ko mahal.
I think that
Someone you love that you don't love, someone you love that doesn't love you, or someone who loves you that you don't love.
this is actually what I am always doing. I always
Mhm,
choose the one I love, even if they don't love me back. Because it is so fulfilling if you know how to love faithfully, um, if you know how to share the love and kindness that you have to other people.
mhm,
It is only okay if they don't love you back as long as you
mhm.
can spread love to other people so that you can inspire them to do the same.
Yeah, that's very holistic, right?
Some,
Loving
well,
without expecting them to love you back. Hmm.
I think some other people say that it is so martyr to do that thing, but it is only
And
my opinion.
well, martyrdom can bring you to heaven. Oh, di ba?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely. Okay.
Gilbert, Golgotha. You know what it means by Golgotha?
I am not familiar with that, sir.
Yeah, Golgotha means Golgotha means skull, place for skull, where Jesus was being crucified and died. It's a Golgotha.
Mm, I
All
see.
right. Mm-hmm. Who? Another question coming from Arnelius on from our YouTube channel. This is my favorite line from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Hmm. Be greater than your environment. Sir, paki-ask po si Kabayan Alpe to expound this.
Hi, Kabayan Arnelius MB. That's
Mhm,
actually interesting quote. Be greater than your environment. Meaning
mhm,
to say that is your comfort zone. You have to go out to that, especially if you are not improving or you are not become a better version of yourself. You need to stay out in that environment in
mhm,
order for you to become a better version of yourself and for
mhm.
you to learn more and grow as a person.
That's right. Hmm. Nice. Laban Bicolano,
Thank
Oragon
you,
kita
Mr.
kabayan.
Pante.
All right, thank you so much for these questions, guys. But we are not yet done, guys, because when we return, we will be talking about his advocacy. All right, so please just stay tuned in, guys, and we will come back when after this short break. All right. All right, we are back, guys. So, just like what I have promised, we will be talking about Anthony's advocacy. So, Anthony, you have given us a glimpse. I'm sorry, a glimpse of your advocacy a while back. So, just from the very beginning. Now, can you tell us more about your advocacy? What is it about, and how long have you been working for it?
Honestly, I've been working for this for so long. Every time I go travel, I make
Mhm,
sure that I only leave footprint. I only make sure that I only take pictures because this is
mhm,
very important to sustain the beauty of our tourism spot, you know. And I
mhm,
hope that everyone who is watching right now to do the same because this is very important for us to
mhm,
preserve the beauty of our nature, you know. And I'd like
mhm,
also to appreciate the effort of our government from rehabilitation program that they did to Boracay. You know, it will create a lot of opportunity to the locals, sustains the well-being of locals. It will create a livelihood.
mhm.
And
And
like
go ahead.
like what I have said, I came from a family of a farmer, and
Mhm,
I would like to inspire people that whoever you are, wherever family that you are came from, you can always make it change, even that is small change, in order for you to change something that is happening in our society right now. Especially our tourism has been affected by the crisis that we are facing. But remember that if we're going to help each other, we're going to educate the locals on how we're going to preserve the beauty of it, then we can definitely um, make sure that our future generation will experience it, and will other people from other countries will definitely love to be there and sustain the livelihood of our locals.
Oh, yes. So yes, so you were mentioning about tourism and on farming, right? So you're advocating for farmers, and you mentioned that you're a son of a farmer, or yeah, you come from the farmers. So as
I
a
am
farmer,
also,
mhm,
yes,
you were also a farmer.
farmer,
So
and I just
yeah,
want to
as a
share this
farmer.
to
Mm-hmm,
everyone that this is my experience during my high school days, that I need to work on a farm. I need to
mm-hmm,
harvest palay during night, and during during day, and even the night.
mm-hmm.
And you really have to work on that. You really have to work hard in order for you to achieve all your dreams.
Okay, so do you have that kind of how do you call it, soil or a land to till, something like that?
Honestly, we're just working to the other
For
people's farm. We're
oh,
just
I see.
and you know our life before is so hard. Like imagine we are only earning 150 pesos a day, and I
Mhm.
am still studying that time. How are going to budget that kind of money? So I really need to help in order
Mm,
to help my family, my parents, and also to help myself.
so you were working as a laborer, farmer's
Yes,
laborer, yes. Well, that's really
and
very difficult, because you are just expecting from what they give you. 'Di ba? That's
especially
so.
that the price of the palay is
Mm,
so very not reasonable. It is
yes, that's right.
our farmers doesn't deserve this kind of treatment. The way
Mm-mm.
in our agriculture, um,
Mm-mm.
our agricultures, they deserve more. We should support our farmers in order for us to, you know, our farmers can help our economy grow.
Exactly.
So
We
I hope
am. Mhm.
I hope that our government will come out with a program that will help our agricultural, so that it will boost more our economy.
Yeah, hopefully, our agricultural machines will definitely be improved, 'di ba? Sana
I
yung mga agricultural technologies and all that matter. Mhm.
I think
And all
there's
that stuff.
also an advantage, disadvantage of that. when we use
Oh,
modern
see?
technology. Modern
Mm-hmm,
technology. Like what I have said, I am also a laborer from
mm-hmm,
other people farm, and if
mm-hmm,
we're going to come up that kind of technology to the farmer, to our agricultural, it will lose the job of the laborer.
mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
So
Cool.
I think the government really needs to know it is important to improve the
Mm-hmm,
infrastructural, I mean, the agricultural problem that we have, but we need to
mm-hmm.
consider the people who are being affected by this improvement. What else we
Yes.
can give? What else we can help for them? What are the things that we can do for them?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Cool. Sana we definitely be able to get better opportunities for the
Yes,
farmers. Right. So
because we should not left other people behind. If you want
yes,
to be
that's right.
successful, then help
Mhm.
other people to become successful also.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Arnelius. This is my first time to watch a show like this.
Thank you,
I
Arnelius.
don't regret it. Thank you so much. You know what? That's really very flattering. I think this is also my first time to like a male candidate in a pageant. Oh,
Thank
see?
you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you so much, Arnelius, for appreciating the show. God bless you, Paul, Anthony, Alpe, and all the
Thank
candidates.
you,
Thank you, Sir
Arnelius.
Francois. Thank you so much. Please just drop by every night at 8 p.m. right here on Pageant Night Philippines, a YouTube channel, or on our Facebook page. All right. So someone's basically asking, would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
Well, honestly speaking, I don't have any idea with that introvert and
Mm-hmm.
extrovert.
No,
Could
it's
you
actually.
further
I'm sorry.
explain?
Introvert means you like getting out or something like you're more of outspoken. I no. I'm sorry. That's for extrovert rather. More of external happiness, enjoyment, more of external pleasure, more of external activities. That's extrovert. Introvert or something like more of outspoken, something like that. And introvert is more of the self, inner self. Like you want to be alone, you want to be just staying at home. That's the difference between the 2.
Well, I think based
Mm-hmm.
on that explanations that you have said, sir, I think I'm a person who is extrovert if I'm
No, extrovert. That's supposedly
ex
extrovert. Mm-hmm.
extrovert because I love going out. I love socializing with other people. I
Mm-hmm.
love I love inspiring and motivating them for them to become a better version of themselves. You know, because I believe that if there's something that you can do for other people, then do it. If they can help, if you can help them, help them. There is something that you can give, give, and
Mm-hmm. That's right.
that is what most matters in life.
Natawa ako dito. I also want to become a farmer. Can you teach me how to reap palay?
Well,
Dahil sa'yo.
you know what, Yuji, I would be gladly um help you to learn on how to farm palay because that is very important because
Mm-mm.
nowadays we tend to forget the importance of our agriculturists. We tend to
Mhm.
forget that this is if you're going to focus more on agriculture, then we can boost more our economy. And at the same time,
Mhm.
we can help those who are in the rural areas and provinces.
All right. So definitely he is very much glad to uh to teach you Yoji, all right? So disadvantage talaga yun para sa mga magaan. Yes, yung mga modernization. Yeah. Sorry ha kung
Yes, sir.
yun ang naisip ko.
Yes,
That
sir,
was just my
Gilbert.
opinion para mabilis lahat.
Actually,
May kukuha
there's
ng tao.
an advantage and disadvantage about the
Mhm.
technology when it comes to farming.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
we have to
Everything
understand.
naman talaga. Hmm.
Yes.
Everything naman
We have to
talaga may advantages and disadvantages. It's just that
disadvantages.
we really have to somehow parang get even with the advantages that we are basically um, experiencing right now. And of course, parang sumabay sa mga karapit nating bansa, 'di ba? With the advantages that they are also making use of. Eh, mhm. Kawawa naman mukhang pagod na pero alam kong yakang-yaka mo yan. Or, actually, malapit na kaming matapos. Eh, sorry ha, ang dami kasing tanong. We have to really um,
Honestly, Sir Francois, I'm so much glad that those the our viewers are extremely really wanted
interactive. Mhm.
interacted, really wanted to ask me questions, and that definitely helped me in order for me to refresh my mind.
Mhm. Anthony is humble and kind son of his parents, and to the family, he's also a religious person. Oh,
Thank you
diba?
so much, Ate Jonalyn Torres.
Mhm. He's so honest and genuine. Go man, Oragon. Sir,
You
gusto
are
ko malaman,
definitely.
o may pahabol na tanong, Sir, gusto ko malaman kung si Kabayan ba ay sumasakay rin sa kalabaw.
I think using Kalabaw is way back to 1980s and 90s, and
Mhm.
because of the modernization, I wasn't able to experience to ride in the Carabao. So sad, but I would definitely wanted to experience that
Mhm.
because that's a
Marami sa
pleasure.
probinsya, di ba? Marami sa probinsya. No?
Some,
Yeah.
but I think now there's only few Carabaos in the province. They're
Oh,
just,
that's so sad.
yeah, and that's so
Mhm.
sad
Mhm. Ayun, pangkarne na lang ang kalabaw.
because they mostly use hand tractors.
Mhm.
They because now we have this law that protecting the animal welfare.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
more on the modernizations that we are having right now. So we most likely use hand tractors, not our hardworking Carabaos.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, for animal lovers naman talaga, 'di ba? Kailangan hindi inaabuso ang mga animals, ang mga hayop. Ang saya lang talaga ang saya lang na taga-Albay ay may ganitong advocacy tungkol sa agrikultura. Can wait to meet you soon, sir. Ako ba?
Thank you, Sir Gilbert.
Madami bang kalabaw sa Albay daw. Ayun. So, thank you so much for that, guys. And yes, we are moving to our next segment, which is what we call something like just an exercise for our candidates. So, it's not really a challenge, guys, but it's just a simple exercise. Are you ready for this? Are
Just
you ready
comment
for
if
this, Anthony?
you guys are ready. Yes, sir. To our viewers, just comment G if you are ready.
All right, so let me just explain to you this game. All right, so there you go. Can you see it now on your end?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
There's
So
a
it's a
mystery
mystery.
crowd.
So it's mystery crown. So we have, I actually prepared 6 crowns in here. All right, so 6 crowns you can choose from, and I'll be asking you just to choose at least 3 crowns one at a time, and each of these crown has a corresponding word or words that you can perhaps you can make a reaction, you can make a comment or an opinion. All right, are we good with that? And some could
Sir,
also be in a form of fast talk. All right, are we good with that?
okay, sir.
Just let me know when you're ready. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, let me know when you are ready.
I was born to be ready. Let's
Oh,
go and
so just choose 3 crowns one at a time. Okay. So which
okay,
one
sir.
is your first pick?
One, two,
Number
three.
one. Number one
Yes.
first. So let's reveal number one. Same-sex marriage. I think you've
I think I
already
discussed
commented on
about that.
this.
Yes.
Yes, we've already talked about same-sex marriage, and yeah, so he is not for same-sex marriage, guys. Okay, but he
But
is
I'm for
for
civil unions.
same-sex unions. Yes, civil unions or same-sex unions. All right. Mm-hmm. Next pick.
It's number two.
Number two. Reveal number two. Jeans or slacks?
I love jeans.
Oh,
Because,
rugged.
you know, not the rugged one. I just want the
Mm-hmm.
plain one. Because it
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel comfortable.
More comfortable kapag jeans, no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next pick is
Four.
number four. Oh. Leathers or sneakers?
Well, definitely sneakers. I hate leathers because there is something that I want to share.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a show that time, television show,
Mm-hmm.
and I was wearing a leather jacket. And it's so hot.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you prefer sneakers?
yes,
All
I
right.
prefer sneakers.
All right. So there you go. Thank you so much for being so fair and sport. Alright.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
joining us with this very simple live session with us. And Anthony, I can't really thank you enough for this opportunity. So, before we end, by the way, you may give a message to anyone you want to address to, and at the same time, you can now promote your projects or somehow your business. I know that you are a young entrepreneur, and of course, your social media platforms.
Okay. The only thing that I really wanted to say right now is to thank all the people who are supporting me up to this time, especially to the designers, to
Mm-hmm.
my costume maker, to the formal wear designer.
Mm-hmm.
Know that I really much appreciate your effort and thank you so much for supporting me. And to our viewers who find time to share their um, um, what do you call that? Well, interesting questions that you share
Mm-hmm.
to us. Thank you so much. You know what? It really helps me more to refresh what's on my mind and how I'm going to practice more on interview. And
Okay.
of course, thank you so much, Sir Francois, for the opportunity to be in this live sessions to talk with you. I really
Mm-hmm.
learned so much from you, sir, and thank you so much for coming up this kind of platform so that we can showcase what we want to say, what we want to raise, what we want to talk about the issues that affecting us right now. Thank you so much for this kind of platform, and you may continue to inspire more people to become more confident to
Mm-hmm.
face this kind of platform, to showcase what they want to say the things that they love, and to
Mm-hmm.
share the things that they want to do. And of course, I wanted to promote my social media account. Please follow my FB account, Anthony Dizon Alpe, Instagram, Anton1395, and my TikTok account, which is Anton1395 also.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Thank you so much.
And your business.
Oh, of course, you can, by following my Facebook account, you can see um, the posts that I make in order for you to see the clothing that I am selling, the bags, the shoes, the food, and I hope you would love the food that I am selling, especially the achara, though it is so hard to make that one.
Are you doing it yourself?
Yes, sir. You know,
That's nice.
I love cooking,
Oo.
and
Hmm,
and
sana all.
hopefully I was able to share it to you and for you to experience the the legacies of Bicolanos.
Ooh,
So
I'm
that
looking forward to that.
yes, sir, there's a lot of delicious delicacies of Bicolano, and I
I
want you to experience
know.
it.
I know. All right. So
And
thank you so
of
much
course,
once. Yes.
but before I forgot, I would love to ask people to please visit right after this pandemic our
Mm-hmm.
province, the beautiful province of Albay. There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of beautiful places that you can visit. Here we have Sumlang Lake, Puyupan Cave, Mayon Skyline, the
Mm-hmm.
Darga Church, which most historic church. It's experienced the history of 1814 Mayon eruption and the World War II. And
Mm-hmm.
you should add this to your itinerary.
Itinerary. Uh-huh. To your wish list, to your bucket list.
Yes, so
Right?
that you
Mm-hmm.
will have a good memorable trip in our province.
Yes, that's right. So the only place that I've been to in Albay is basically the Kagsawa, of
Cagsawa
course.
ruins,
Yes, Kagsawa
the,
ruins
the
and
famous Cagsawa ruins.
hmm?
That is the famous one in Albay.
Yes, with the view of the
Mayon
Mayon
volcano.
volcano. Yes, that's right. And of course, the Basilica
Yes, the Daraga
in
Church.
Naga. Mm-hmm.
That's part of the. You know what? I really wanted to promote not just our province, but the entire Bicol regions. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
beautiful places, amazing places that you can see here. I hope you can visit, and of course, support the local. You
Mm-hmm.
can do that if you buy local products. You know, let's
Mm-hmm.
appreciate
That's
what we
right.
have in our country. That is very much important.
Mm-hmm. What about your intro video?
Okay, so please find time to watch my intro video because the one who has the most views will automatically fast track to the semi-finalist. And I hope
Uh,
you guys will support me in this journey of mine.
mhm. So where they can find that?
You can find that to the Peps TV YouTube channel. And guys, please subscribe to Peps TV YouTube channel and to Peps TV on Facebook. And also follow the Misters of Filipinas for you to be updated on our activities. There's a lot of things that happening inside of us. And we are so much grateful to showcase this to you. So please follow all the social media platforms of of Filipinas. We have
All right.
Peps TV YouTube channel, and Misters of Filipinas.
All right, thing. So there you go, guys. Please do. What was that? Is it a number of views or number of reaction of likes rather in your YouTube channel? In the YouTube
It is
channel of.
it is actually the number of users. So
Mm-mm.
so please guys, please keep on watching my intro video. Please help me.
All right.
Please help.
Definitely you can. All right. You look, or you still have a lot of supporters in here. And of
Oh,
course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sir Jess Juaniza Soriano. Thank you so
just
much, sir. Mhm,
before I forgot, I wanted to thank Sir Jess Juanita Soriano for all the support has given to me
mhm,
ever since I started in the pageant industry. He is my manager,
mhm,
and I really appreciate the support, the love for making me feel that I am your own son, not just your
mhm.
own talent. Thank you, Sir Jess Soriano, Sir Arvin Bautista, Tito Eman, Mami Ronnie. Thank you so much for all the help and support.
All right. So, Anthony, do you think it's already ending it there? No, not yet, because I also have some people at the backstage who want to give you some words of encouragement. Right? Are
Well,
you ready?
of
Are
course,
you
sir.
ready? All right, here you go.
Hi, my name is Janelle Mandi Calieja, your Miss Kasangayahan 2019. And I first started working with Anthony during Mutiang ng Ibalong 2017, and the last time that we worked together was judging for Miss Bicol University 2019. Working with him, it's easygoing because he knows what he's doing, and what I've observed is that he's very determined, passionate, and really does what he thinks is best for him, and I think that's one of his edges in doing his job. And I really wish you well, Anthony. I hope I hope and I know you're going to do great. So we're very proud of you and I hope you will.
Thank you, Janelle.
Hi, Timos! Kumusta po? This is your Taijo. Masaya ko na isa sa matagal mo ng pinapangarap ay natupad na. Sa halos gabi-gabi nating pag-uusap, palagi mong sinasabi, Tay, gusto ko ma-experience ang national pageant. Ito na po yun. Ito na ang katuparan sa iyong pangarap. Mula 2016, na naging bahagi ka ng Lakan ng Pinangan Festival, nakita ko kung gaano ka kadeterminado, nakita ko kung gaano ka kagaling. Talagang nasubaybayan ko halos pageant mo, halos lahat ng pageant mo dito sa Bicol. So ngayon, nandito ka na sa Misters of Filipinas, representing our province, Alpe. Alam ko na kaya mo yan. Minsan may mga times na napanghinaan ka ng loob, pero laban lang. Kilala kita, mananalo ka. Gustuin ko mang sumama sa iyo sa Negros, pero alam ko napaka-imposible sa ngayon because of our situation. So ipagdadasal kita, tandaan mo na magaling ka. Magtiwala ka lang sa sarili mo, laban na.
Hi, my
Thank
name
you
is
so
JML
much.
Musni and I used to be one of the teammates of Anthony in some of the regional pageants here in Bicol. First, I would like to congratulate Anthony for making it to the Misters of Filipinas 2021 as an official candidate. Tonyo, I know this is one of your biggest dreams. And with your hard work and dedication, I'm sure you will ace this one. Good luck!
Thank you, JM.
Hi! I'm Jean Isabel Pilasano, Matiyanang Ibalang 2019, and I'm here to tell you and share to you the stories I have with Kuya Anthony. So basically, we met in 2017. I was Mutiyanang Tabak, he was Ginoong Tabak. So basically, we were partners. And then a few years later, we met again in Mutiyanang Ibalong. But this time, he was part of the staff, the production. We got close kasi he would always remind us about our things, to wake up early, the schedule, and he was all basically the core, or like what kept us together during that time. And I'm so glad I met him, and now that he's joining Misters, I wish him the best of luck. I know he's gonna do great. Just wanna remind him that there are a lot of people rooting for you, and I'm one of those. Good luck! Miss
Thank you,
God bless.
Jean.
Magandang araw po at ako nga po pala si Christian o si Ian. Ayan, nakasama ko po yan si Tonyo dun sa isang event sa Santa Lucia Mall. Kung familiar po kayo ng Gen East, so dun po kami naging co-candidates ko po siya. Ayan, at same handler din po kami na si Tito Jess. At nais ko lamang sanang batiin na galingan mo dyan, Tol. Galingan mo. Yan, kababayan ko din po yan. Tsaka dalhin mo ang bandera ng mga Bicolano at patunayan mong Uragon ka. Good luck, Tol. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, Ian.
My name is Nelson Cleofe. Nagsama kami sa event ni Anthony Dizon Alpe sa Ginoong Bicolandia. And nag-work ako sa Diet Doctors Hospital as a sonographer. And I wish him good luck. Good luck sa Misters of Filipinas. I know you can make it, Anthony. Love you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lovely and I'm a friend of Anthony Alpe. We met back last 2017-2018 and he was my co-model at Luminous Circle. We have the same manager and all. Anthony, good luck on your battle at Mr. of Filipinas, and I am really rooting for you. You can do this. You just have to, recall all of the all of the things that we reviewed before. And yeah, good luck. May God be with you, and God bless. Bye.
Hi, this is Mimi Canaria, the creative director of Ginoong Tabak Festival in Tobacco City, Alpe. May Ginoong Tabak 2018, Mr. Anthony Alpe. Good luck sa iyong pageant is coming Mr. of Filipinas 2021. See you soon!
Hi, this is Obvious and Sean, your Miss Philippines at Santo Domingo, Albay. Anthony Alpe, my brother from another mother. Of course, my co-talent at Luminous Circle. I know that you can do this Misters of Filipinas journey of yours. Go get that title, bro. You're very intelligent, you're very smart, and of course, you're very handsome. Go! Laban!
Hi, this is Shane Kitana Tormes, your reigning Miss Philippines Spire. And I have known Anthony, or we call Tonyo. I've known him because we're in the same management, and other than that, I became good friends with him in real life. So I know, Tonyo, that this has been one of your greatest goals in life, and I think this will be your graduation. So best of luck for the upcoming competition for Misters of Filipinas, and I hope and I'm praying that you will win the crown. All glory to God. I hope that He will give you and clothe you with strength, with courage, and confidence on the coronation. So see you, and love lots.
Oh, there you go. So you've got a lot of supporters.
You know what, sir? It makes me emotional right now because
You didn't
seeing
expect it.
them. Yes, I didn't expect them to share this kind of words of encouragement. And thank you so much to all of you guys. Janelle Mendicalieja, Jean, to Taijo Marquez, thank you for always supporting me. Ate Shane, Ate Mimi, thank you so much. Mami Nelson, to all of you guys, thank you so much. Ian, sa lahat po, maraming salamat, and I really much appreciated your help and support to me ever since I been joining in the pageant industry. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And of course, I would like to thank Sir Jess for collecting or for gathering all those videos for you.
And you know what?
And, mhm,
Sir Jess Soriano's really me well.
mhm,
He knows how much it will affect me. Those kind of encouraging message. Thank you
mhm.
so much, Direct Jess.
All right. So, oh, by the way, thank you so much, guys. If you have not yet subscribe on our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification. And guys, if you have forgotten rather to follow and like our Facebook page, please do follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. And tomorrow, guys, we will be back once again at 8 p.m. So I hope you stay tuned with us tomorrow. And to all those who were active a while back, I hope to see you tomorrow night for another interview with, another Misters of Filipinas candidate. All right?
But before we end this live session, sir, before I
Mhm.
forgot, I would like to thank Doc Charlie Mendez for always taking care of my skin. And of course,
Mhm.
to my KF K Pamilya, Tito Rogil, to our K Pamilya family, thank you so much for all the help.
Mhm. All right. So, anyone else you would like to thank?
And of course, to Sir Carlo Morris Galang for
Mhm.
making this contest for us. Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Sir
Misters of
Carlo.
Filipinas
Yes.
organization. Mhm.
To the
All right.
XCOM, thank you so much.
Mhm. Thank you so much, everyone, once again. So, have a great night and God bless you all.
Thank thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thank you so much.
You.
Yes.